Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Soul Silver. I'm your host, Survival Man 1, and my character is also Survive, the one that likes to survive, and I like to survive anyhow, so that fits in my name. So, in the last episode, as you may know, I actually failed to battle against my rival Silver. I'm not going to battle him just yet, until I'm actually, well, toughed up as of right now. Until I know for sure I'm actually going to take him down pretty easy, because I am not, not going to risk my whole entire team to fail a second time. So, I don't like losing against trainers that I don't have a second chance at. But this trainer specifically, you can actually keep on training and training and training until you actually are eligible to go against him. But if you fail the first time, it's okay. I get over it. You know, even though I was pretty upset on the last episode, I'm well happy and glad that is just in the past. But you know what? We're going to get into it. Because there are two locations that that today I'm going to show off today that that is going to be really interesting, for one. And two, that that there's someone that's actually in our route today, and I am going to show you that person in today's episode. So we're gonna get the running shoes here. And I actually decided on not keeping the Togepi on my team, just because it's not well leveled up anyhow. I mean, I could train it like right now if I wanted, but I'm not going to do that. I have a Pokemon that you see right now that's pretty well leveled, but his attack stat is not entirely what I expected. So I'm kind of wondering why I was not defeating my rival, because it's not leveled up as much. So that's why I failed that match there. Because I had no other Pokemon to fight with. And he took some of my cash, so I am not happy about that. So we're going to keep on battling on the way, and I'm still kind of wondering where the happiness item is. I think it's the Lucky Egg, I think it is. I'm not sure where it's at right now. Because I have a book, actually, that doesn't tell me where the items are, but it tells me what moves are in the game and where they're located. It's really annoying. And I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm just gonna keep on doing battles here on the way there. There's just to let you know, Wade, the person that we battled way before he even started calling us, he actually called me again. And you'll be surprised at what he's got for us. I usually be pretty good about leveling up, but in this game in particular, I'm not as good as leveling up as I was before, so I'm actually going to try to level up as much as I can. Because you never know what might come your way, if you know what I mean. Like what happened in the last episode, pretty much. I failed to go against my rival. And let me just say that if I don't win against him, I will not proceed. So, I have to win against him in order to progress the game. Which is really annoying. And I would assume that the rival, or the person in, or how in the Pokemon Sun and Moon, I heard that if you lose against him, you still progress. I find that very odd, that if you lose, you actually still continue and progress the game. I find that out from someone else, actually, that they lost to that person, and they still continue the game and where they were going to. I find that very odd. I really do. I thought that you have to win every time in any Pokemon game to progress the game. I find that very odd, I would say. But it turns out that the Pokemon Sun and Moon, that once you lose against How, you still progress the game. And I'm guessing that he has different perspectives of what he says to you. And that's what I'm seeing from other people. Is what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm literally seeing as of right now. That's what I'm literally seeing. So that's what I'm seeing right now, actually, in that game. And I don't know why I won every battle, and I actually completed that whole Pokedex too, and I told you guys that already too. That I completed the whole the whole region Pokedex, which is the only Pokedex that's in the game. Because I find that interesting. And it was actually my first time getting the shiny charm in the entire Pokemon games that I've had so far. And I don't know when the shiny charm was introduced. I just don't know when it was. So now we're in the routes that we're supposed to be in. So let's talk to this guy. Good to see you. See, this is what I found. It's for you. And he's going to get us a Pecha Berry again. Which actually helps us cure poison. Okay? And we're going to go into another battle here. And what is it? Oh, Weedle. And I find this interesting. That Weedle is only found in Soul Silver. And when I had a Heart Gold and I went through this route the first time, I kept finding Caterpies and Metapods. I find that odd. And I realized that when I look at the Pokedex book that I have for this game, I found out that only Metapod and Caterpie was only found in Heart Gold. I was like, okay, so then Weedle is only found in Soul Silver then. So I find that very odd. But they actually did this to make it better for you guys. That they have a bug catching contest, which is not the contest is not running today, because today is Friday, and it only runs on 3 days of the week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and tomorrow, which is Saturday. Okay? So those are the only days that the contest, which I will have a special episode only for the contests, on those days only, if I actually have a chance to get to that in time. So I will actually try to get to to the bug catching contest, which is actually in, I forgot where they have it at. Just forgive me here for my finger being in the way. They have it at the national park in the game here. A spacious and beautiful park. It's connected to the Pokethalon Dome, which is just a little bit left of that. So that once you enter the entrance there, you go left instead of going forward. You go left, and there's another entrance that's left of you. And you go up north a little bit, and you find the Pokethalon Dome north of you. And then, this is where basically we're stopped at here. The Azila town, and that's basically where we're stuck at right now. And I'm gonna just leave that behind until we're actually well trained, ready to go, and hopefully that we can actually win against our rival Silver. And win against him. He only has 3 Pokemon. He only has 3. So he only has 3. So remember, he only has 3. Oh, and just to let you guys know, I have been looking at some other videos that that might help you in some way for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It has been, I think it has been released, or released some information that that might be possibility in the game. Possible. I don't know if it's going to be official yet, but all I know is that what you see in this game right now, that Pokemon follow you. It's a possibility that in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, that Pokemon will follow you during your journey. So I'm thinking that's a possibility that might happen. But it's only a theory, okay? It's only a theory. So it might not happen in a way where, might happen somewhere down the road where it won't happen completely. And just to let you know, I did find out about the map too. The map actually looks different than the one you actually have. But the islands itself are in the same locations, except the map has been changed into discoloration. So then, the map you have, it's all in more a lighter orangey, darker type side. So it looks like there might be something that might be interfering with your gameplay. So that's what I'm assuming. So that's what I'm assuming. I'm thinking so that during your gameplay, I would assume that something might happen during your run through. That I'm assuming that it's gonna get good. I'm predicting things that I shouldn't be, but all I know is that the map looks awesome. That's all I can put out. That's all I can put out. The map looks awesome. That's all I can say. So naturally, oh look at this, Mareep. Thankfully, it does not have. Thankfully, it does not have electric attack, because if it did, I would have been upset. And yes, I'm using a flying move against electric type. I know it's not very effective because it's the only move on Pidgey as of right now that has a non-contact move. Because Gus actually is a non-contact move. And I do know certain types of moves of what is a contact move and what is not a contact move. And I do know why I use Gus, because it's a non-contact. Because if you use Tackle or Quick Attack that I have, it actually will naturally hit your opponent and may paralyze you. So that's why I didn't use tackle or quick attack. So that's why I did it like that. So that's a little easier on me, so I don't get paralyzed, and then I have to somewhat unparalyze my Pidgey here so that it goes a little quicker. I think, let's see. Come on, Pidgey. Bring him out there. Oh, wow, okay. By the time I get to, oh, I should have healed, didn't I should have, right? I should have healed, right? It's unfortunate of me. Alright, so there's an item just a little bit south of here. I think if I already gotten it, that might have been the Great Ball, I think. So my attack is lowered. Not good. But hey, I still took it out. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, I already gotten this. So this actually was the Great Ball that was sitting right there. That Pokeball that was sitting just like right here is actually where the Great Ball was. So that, if you guys are wondering where that Pokeball was a couple episodes ago, that was a Great Ball sitting right there. Okay, just let you know that's what was found there. Now, since I'm in Route 32 and today is Friday, and Frieda is actually her name, and she is actually found right here, ladies and gentlemen. Frieda is her name. Yahoo! It's Friday! I'm Frieda of Friday. Nice to meet ya. Here's a poison barb for you. So, actually, if you don't know what a poison barb does for you, it actually boosts the power of your poison type moves. So, it actually doubles the attack power of the actual move itself, which is pretty nice. But unfortunately, I don't have a poison type attack or a poison Pokemon. It's unfortunate. Which I do have one on mine, but I'm not going to spoil that just yet. Of who that is yet. So, give it to a Pokemon that has a poison type moves. Oh, it's Wicked. You'll be shocked at how good it is. How good it makes poison type moves. Well, indeed. At some point you'll get once you find all 7 of these people, they'll end up giving you a ribbon for the day. Hiya, what day do you like? I love Friday, no doubt about it. Don't you think it's great too? Well, I think Friday is a good day for me because I love Fridays. Because you know what? Fridays are good. I love Friday. Alright, I have a question of the day. Okay? And I would like to hear your answers. I really would. I really would like your answers. What day of the week do you like the most? Leave it in the comments below of what you guys think. And tell me your answers. And I'm personally, my answer of the day, of the question to that answer would be Fridays. I love Fridays. Why? Because you can actually sleep in the next day. Love it. So, like I said, what day of the week that you guys like the most? And why? Leave it in the comments below and tell me what you think. So, here I am again, and I'm going to go ahead and heal since I'm next to a Pokemon Center. While I'm at it, go for it while I'm at it. And yes, most likely I would. Anyhow. Mom, really? That was a nice little comment that you made. That's funny. Anyhow, don't worry about what I just said. That was just random. That was just random. That really was random, but don't worry about it. Alright, thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. Please please come back at any time. Indeed I will, and I shall at some point. Alright, so as you may know, I am not going to keep Togepi on in my party because I personally don't have it at the level I need it. So at some point during later in the game, I might have it at the level I need it, but as of right now, I'm kind of slacking on that, so I'm gonna deposit that. And Togepi, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna deposit you in the box 1 here. Sorry, buddy. And I mean, I've been trying to level up Mareep, but as of right now, it's weak, so it's unfortunate. So I will actually put that in the box as of right now until I come around to level that up. But since the Pokemon that I have right now is Pidgey, Hoot Hoot, also known as Howl, and Totodile, known as Killer Croc, and Geodude, known as Armstrong. So, those are the Pokemon I'm going to have on my team as of right now until we find a Pokemon that somewhat matches our level. So, and I think there's a Poison-type Pokemon that I actually have in mind, but we can't get to him or her until we beat our rival. So, it's unfortunate. So until then, can I get out of this PC box? Please, thank you. There we go. No. Get me out of this PC. Please. There we go. Now, we're going to go back into Route 32. And we're going to go back into Union Cave. As you all may know, that I kind of backtracked it a little bit, and you know, since it's a good time, you know, just to train up just enough, you know what I mean, may as well to train as much as you can until one of your pokes is actually well leveled up and evolved too, so that I think Pidgey is actually getting close to that time anyhow. I think it's either 17 or 18, not really sure which one. So, Rattata, I'm gonna do a quick attack on you. And he's in red HP. I mean, I could catch it to get the data from it, but I'd rather not. Because you never know what he could bring to your match. He really, if you know what I mean. Okay, so Ralph is calling, so let's see what he says here.
Sup? This is Ralph. How are ya? I've been spending more time with my Goldeen than I have with my kids. That's a bit sad, actually. You call your mom sometimes too?
Unfortunately, Ralph, yes I do. But not as much as you think I would do in this game, naturally. It's unfortunate that you spend a lot of time with Goldeen than your kids. That is sad. I would have to admit, dude, that is sad. That is sad. I would have to say, you're very fortunate that you spend your entire life with Pokemon than your kids. That's indeed sad. Ugh. That's indeed sad. It's unfortunate. But anyhow, alright. Oh, see that item over there? Let's see if I can get it. And I do. Let's see what it is. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an X attack. Woohoo! Like I use it. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do like battle items. And I'm a nerd when it comes to battle items, believe me. And what did we run into? Oh, look at this. A Geodude. Fun. A Pokemon that's going to be quite fun. But unfortunately, it don't have a rock move or a ground move, which is nice, because my Armstrong has both of either of those. So, it's kind of nice. So, my Gust won't do as much, but it does quite a few attack damage. And, okay. But it will level up from this battle anyhow, but it's unfortunate that I'm playing a game that, that if you catch a Pokemon, you don't get experience from it, but if you win the battle, you get experience. But they actually added that, I would say, in the Pokemon X and Y, which I do have a playthrough of that, the Pokemon X and Y series. I do have a playthrough of that, but here's the downside. I'll be using my 2DS for that because I don't have any other systems other than my 2DS that would do the Pokemon X game that I was doing the playthrough of, and I will be starting that back up again later this weekend, or I'll be starting that up on next week sometime, and I'm kind of slacking a little bit on that, and I will get back into that at some point, but as of right now, I'm kind of backing out a little bit on that until I feel comfortable again to do that. So, Pidgey went to level 17 and wants to learn the World Wind. You know what? Keep old moves. Give up on the Whirlwind and did not evolve. That's sad. So then it has to be 18 then. It has to be. So I might have to go on my off time a little bit to train a little bit, but I'm not going to do that just because I want to show you guys how the evolutions work here. If there's light, a cave isn't scary. If you were strong, Pokemon aren't scary. Whoa, he's a little bit, Oh, I was kind of wondering who you were. Fire Breather Ray, and he's bringing out Vulpix. Interesting. Alright. What will Pidgey do? You know what? Pidgey, you're gonna do Gust. Because this Pokemon has, I think, if my predictions is correct, Flash Fire. And what Flash Fire does, I would say it would burn you, but I'm not really 100% on that. So I'm gonna do a non-contact move so that I won't get burned. Because if you get burned, your attack power is halved. So then you will do less damage than you normally would. So it's good to do non-contact moves if you know the Pokemon has that ability that actually will reduce your attack power. So you want to be very, very cautious of that. So now we're going to go ahead and go down a little bit. So where are we in the Union Cave here? You know what? Here's an item, but we ran into a Pokemon. What is it? So it's a Geodude at, ooh, even better, level 8. So I'm going to go ahead and do this just a little bit. So his speed is actually up 4 stages. So now Geodude is slightly a little faster than I am. It's unfortunate. But he went down without a fight. So, this item is, look at this, X Defense. X Defend is actually a item in this game. a Zubat at level 7. So, that's actually is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, because I can't go any further than I am right now. So, that's going to be it for this episode. So, if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. And also, please do answer that question during the episode. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Pokemon Soul Silver. And I'm your host, Survival Man 1. And my character is Survive, the man that likes to survive. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.